'Cause this is that gay show. Oh, this is that gay show.
Hello, and welcome back to That Gay Show with Chris. I'm your host, and along with my co-host and my husband, Brian. And we are joined once again with my best friend, Lauren. And today we're going to do kind of like not a deep dive, but like where we observe gay relationships are at.
Gay culture.
Gay culture.
Yeah,
Let's do like a deep dive on gay culture. And a couple of points that we want to hit is like where relationships are at. You know, we obviously have large groups of gay friends, and
we do.
I mean, maybe I do.
I feel like I don't have a large group anymore.
You don't even have friends.
So today we're going to talk about gay relationships, gay culture, and kind of talk about what we've observed with our friends and in their relationships, and kind of see like what the dynamic is. Because I know that you and I have had conversations in the past where we're like, all right, well, you know, we kind of live like a heteronormative relationship, and we always have. But you kind of see like this evolving, I guess maybe it's kind of always been there. Like there's thruples and there's polyamory and there's open relationships. There are all these different kinds of relationships. And I wonder if between the two of you that you know couples, like how do they navigate? And sometimes is there like a breakdown or do you think that we're kind of going through this like relationship renaissance where people get to identify what their relationships look like?
So my opinion, I feel it's going back, because I feel like back in the day, nobody cared. Like in the 70s, I think people were just free love. Wasn't that the whole thing? Free love, all that nonsense. I think
Nonsense. All that shit.
Yeah, I feel like now there was that normal lifestyle that everybody had to live. You had to get married, you had to have the kids, and I think especially in the gay culture, and I do think in the straight culture, but gay people talk about it more.
Like, I think they're more open to like
they're more
speak
open
about
to
it.
saying this is what's going on. Where I think in the straight community, it's all hidden. Like if something goes on in the gay community, they tell you in 2 seconds. You know what they're doing.
But I also feel like part of that has to be because the stereotypical, right? A straight couple is that there's two, and that's what you do, and you get married, and then you have kids, and you have like this white picket fence. That's your life, right?
Yeah.
And when you're gay, the stereotypical is kind of like woo.
Yes, we can go.
Which is a good time.
Yeah.
So I think that's also why that's kind of what you're saying, right? Is that the straight couples don't necessarily speak about it, but I think that's because it's stereotypical wise that they want to keep that sort of safe space, if you will.
I mean, remember there was a little while we were going out with some of your straight friends, and they were literally like, oh, we're, what do they call it, upside down pineapple?
Oh, swingers.
Yeah, swingers.
Yeah, we're swingers. We're this, we're that. And it's like these people just wanting to tell us, because I feel like the gay world, it's like,
when this is over, I want to know what friends have upside down pineapples.
but no, I felt like there was a while, and it was like a couple weeks in a row, like people were telling us about this, and I'm like, interesting, because again, I think straight couples keep it all private.
Yeah.
Gay couples talk about it. Like it is what it is. They don't care. But we also don't have to worry about, most of us, the kids in the like you said before,
and the neighborhood and everybody finding out.
But now it's more and more that I think gay couples are adopting and or getting a certain.
Oh, for sure, yes.
So I think it's definitely more norm for them to have families.
Well, yeah, but you were saying earlier that you always wanted to be an OnlyFans model.
Yes.
But you were afraid of it because of your daughter.
Right. So yeah, because I didn't want I didn't want her to get older and then be like, oh shit, my mom's an OnlyFans star. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just didn't want her to,
At least you'd be a star and not just a model.
Yeah, you like how I put
star.
that in there? Yeah.
Not just a model, you're a star.
Take that shit over.
I would just be an OnlyFans employee.
Yeah.
I call myself. I'm the best employee of the month.
Exactly. But yes, yeah, I guess. But I think a lot of people who have children would probably have that same outlook.
I'd agree with that.
Gay or straight.
Yes, I think you're right. We personally know people that they have both. They have kids, and like that's just an off limits thing. You don't meet them, you don't get introduced to them, even as their friend, if you are engaging in like extracurricular activities, let's just say. But yeah, I mean, I think that I would assume between the three of us have met pretty much every kind of relationship that there is, whether people are talking about it or not. and some may not be because half of the relationship doesn't know what the other half is doing. So, you know, we listen, and we've had so many different friendships over the years, whether we're still friends or connected or whatever or not, that you kind of do see this evolution. As I would say probably over the last 10 years, where things are just a little bit more loose. And I do think that there are some that like really keep their relationships so tied down. But I feel like there has been this kind of renaissance, I guess, of what relationships can look like and what they're allowed to look like. And there's documentaries all over the place about what relationships look like. And it's not just gay people that are doing, 2, 3, 4 people.
It's less judgy. Like, remember we were at a place in West Hartford, and we're out there having drinks, and we keep seeing like this straight couple, remember, staring at us the whole time?
Yep.
And then the guy's like, he goes to go to the bathroom and stops at our table. Hey guys, what are you doing? We're like, nothing. Like, who are you? And then randomly by the end of the night, he's telling us how they're having some college kid come to their hotel room. They leave their town to come hang out at the hotel once every other month, and they get to have fun with their friends. And would we want to come up? And I'm like, okay, we just
You guys
met
are
you.
so awesome.
But and again, I don't care.
I guess we give off that kind of vibe.
I guess.
Me,
And we don't
I was
care.
like, well, I need an adult.
But we just don't care. I think there's like a level I don't care. Like, you come tell me whatever you want. I don't care. Not that I'm going to go. Yeah. But it was an interesting conversation just to randomly meet us at a bar. That it was a very quiet, nice bar.
Right.
There's probably only 10 people there. I don't know why we got picked out of the 10.
Hey.
There's some other 90-year-olds.
I would take that
pickings.
as an award, okay?
I
You
would
just
say-
take that as a win.
I would say there was nobody else to choose from.
That's probably accurate. And then it was even more uncomfortable because the guy comes that they were having come to their room, didn't know that we knew everything going on, and then he's sitting there talking to us. I'm like, okay, now it's getting a little odd.
Yeah. We got to move this
Was he at
along.
least hot?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
he was
that's good.
cute.
Yeah.
That's
It's like, a college guy and the guy and the wife had to be in their 50s.
Well, I mean, and that kind of is where things are at now. I mean, if you kind of equate it to where gay culture is even if, all right, so from when you have gay people in your family, you had a different experience than I did, but where do you think, whether it's coming out of the closet, how gays are represented in media or in film, television, whatever, where do you think from I guess your first understanding of homosexuality and how it fits into society, from where that first kind of thought was to where we are now, what do you think? Is there a difference? Have we gone backwards? Do you think we've got leapt forward? Like, where do you think we are at this point?
I think I think there's definitely been steps forward. Now you hear about people who are coming out of the closet younger and younger and very accepting families about it. But you still hear a lot where there are parents who, disown their children or families that disown their kids, and just people who are unaccepting of that particular lifestyle. But I think we are stepping in the right direction. I don't think we have changed as much as I would like. But I'm kind of like, do who you want. have a good time.
I feel like there was a time where we were kind of like, the trajectory was kind of shooting forward for a long time. And then there was a change. And I don't know if it kind of also happened with like the woke cancel culture. Yeah. And then people were like, well, I can't say anything anymore. Like, yes, I would like to have an opinion, but if I'm going to just get ridiculed or I'm going to get canceled and I don't have a platform anymore to say something, I feel like it also, like the Me Too movement, for as much good as it did kind of create that culture where you have to be very careful about what you say, who you say it to, when you say it, where you say it. And I feel like maybe there's a little bit more sensitivity, and
Everybody's sensitive now.
I think our friends, like we can go have a go at each other, and we can joke as dark as we possibly want and keep it as light as we possibly can. And I think, like, in our insular circle, there is a very high level of humor. No matter what we're talking about, whether it's relationships, religion, politics, whatever it is, we do it all is in good fun and there is humor. But if anybody saw what we send each other on Instagram or how we speak to one another,
I'm afraid to laugh at some of them. I'm like, what if anybody ever like sees this?
right? It's like you have to be on your guard in regard to like being canceled because you laugh at something or because something catches you off guard. You're having a conversation. You know nobody means anything horrible by it. But in order to take the sting out of things, you kind of try to use humor. But where is the line? Like,
You know
the
the
line
difference?
moves all the time.
The difference has changed because I think before you could say it, whatever. I think now sometimes people are saying it and they're not like, our group is humor.
Mm-hmm.
We all know it. We know nobody means it. We know that this is not said in malice or to be nasty to somebody. We're saying it because, I mean, quite honestly, it's funny.
Right. Yeah.
And it makes you laugh. Like, stereotypes are there for a reason. They're not stereotypes because nobody acts like that or looks like that or speaks like that. There's a stereotype. I think in our group, it's done as laughing, joking, having a good time. We know that there's no negativity behind it. We're truly just laughing. But back in the day, like when you had like the comedians like Lisa Lampanelli that would go and talk and say a joke, it was hysterical. Then she has to cancel herself because she's petrified.
Even though she made fun of
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah. Right, everyone.
Nobody was safe.
You know-
And she was the most equal opportunity comedian.
And now you get the people like Matt Rife and stuff that are coming back out and kind of bringing it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, go ahead, cancel me because it's not going. So I think people got so fed up. Like all the Me Too and the woke stuff and all that. I think people got so fed up with it that they just said, all right, enough. Like, go back. If you listen, it's stereotype. You're making, like, I'm sorry, it's funny. Like, some of the stuff is real. Like, you know, we talk about the gay stereotypes all the time. You look at me and Chris, we're two totally different people. You know, Chris sits here and talks about theater and fashion. I'm worried about guns and money. You know, like, it's,
Boy, are you an asshole.
yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just different, but no one, you can make a joke to me. I can make a joke to you. Nobody cares. I think in society now, you have some people that take every single thing serious.
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest problem. There's the humor has left. Humor has left the building.
Well, you have to also keep in mind, right? So social media and texting, like the way that people text, it's not the same. Like it's not the same as having a conversation.
Of course
So
not.
what you interpret as, however you interpret that, can someone may be saying it as a joke, and you can interpret it as a completely different way. And I mean, read receipts, man. They're there. They're there forever. So stuff that people have written years and years ago before they even realized it wasn't okay to say, it's coming back and it's biting them in the ass.
Yeah, sure.
And I think that that's something too, is that it just becomes where it gets really scary to say anything or laugh at stuff, right? Because you don't know what's gonna
There was
back.
the old adage was, which I don't think exists anymore because everything is recorded. Say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Anything, if you ever posted something, like if you
Reuse, reduce, recycle. I've never
Stop,
heard
drop,
that
and
before
roll.
in my fucking
Okay,
life.
1982.
I know. Is there anything else we can say?
well, now it's like it's watch everything you say and what you write. But that was like one of the adages, like say it, forget it, write it, regret it. Now everything is under record. You don't know who has their phone out and is recording. So it's like this level of trust that is lost, I guess, in a sense, and the humor that kind of I mean, listen, the horrible jokes that I make about myself or my own past situations.
Right.
But the humor takes the sting out of things, and it makes you kind of, the way I look at it is it makes me kind of feel like, all right, I have the control back. So, I think that we've gotten away from that, unfortunately.
Well, think about it. Like, your friend of today that you're making that joke to could be your enemy in 2 years from now.
Right.
I know. Like
They
that's what
have
I'm
your
hoping
joke in
happens
writing.
here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's been 22
Fuck
years.
you, people.
I mean, quite honestly, I was only hoping for one episode. She's still here.
God, what a bitch.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, your friend today, and you still have that in writing.
Right.
I mean, I know for a fact myself, in business, anything you send me is saved.
Oh, 100%.
If you
yeah.
send me something that you don't think I'm going to save, it is saved because I got to watch out for myself too. And to know that I now support families that you can, if I say something or you say something that could hurt me, I'm going to save it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not stupid and everything you do saves. So, and it was funny because I had someone that was like trying to erase text messages. I'm like, you can't erase it. You could erase it on your phone so it doesn't exist there, but just because it doesn't exist there
doesn't
mean I don't
exist
have a
someplace
copy.
else. Right. Exactly.
And that's the problem. I think, where I get nervous, even when friends send jokes, like Instagram stuff, I'm like, I look at it and I don't say anything. The only one I always respond to is we have friends that are out of the country. I'm like, if they're going to hurt me, it's a lot of work. And now it's international law. Like, now it's getting real. You know, but think about it. Those days are just gone. Like, you know, you tried watching. I always bring up when I was younger, coming out, going through all the, you know, all the whatever, was watching Queer as Folk. Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
Chris tried watching
Chris is probably a little too young for that.
He
was
watched
way
an
too young,
episode?
and I tried watching it
was mortified.
in like 2016 or 2017, and I was like, how is this okay to put on? But if you look back, that kind of was this. They were
100%
they were
that was how it
showing
was.
exact stereotypes
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
how people were
Perceived.
acting
Yeah,
and how
Yeah.
they were perceived. But I mean, all right. So let me give you a for instance of how kind of things have changed, and I think you'll agree with me. When we were in college in theater, how many times did you get your butt smacked, spanked, grabbed, boobs grabbed?
By my professors.
Even by just me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was, but then also, like, you know, if you're standing there having a conversation, somebody comes up and they hug you from behind. And that was kind of the theatrical culture, is like, because you're so ingrained with each other, because you're working so closely, that you do develop a really, vulnerably open relationship with
Right.
one another. I don't know if it's like that anymore.
It's not. I can tell you that, and I know I just because of where I work. But you know, that's something that's funny because I always talk about how, you know, we were running around naked. We were, you know, and touching,
Yep.
fucking everything we can
Yeah.
do, we did, and that just is not what happens anymore. And it just is. In a way, I'm kind of sad for them. I'm sad they can't be whores. But no, in a way, I'm kind of sad because I think that's what made me become, like, really truly made me become who I am and be like more open.
Yeah.
Is because I was kind of just given this freedom to be me.
Yep.
And kind of be an extrovert, where I don't think that that's something that happens anymore. I don't think you're having those relationships with your professors, which you kind of need to, and well, not
in a
that,
physical
but
sense.
Well, if you want to have
that
yeah, exactly. If
vulnerability.
you want that A,
Yeah.
you better show that ass. But yeah, I mean, you know, I think that that's what's kind of that. I mean, it's just does not happen anymore. And if it does happen,
You're reported.
yeah, you are getting, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I see it at the football games. Like we go to college football games,
Like, you know, what they're jumping on top of each other.
like hitting each other in the ass, and
I mean, honestly, that's a job I want. I would like to be like the go-getter, like, good game.
Good game.
I
Remember
call
we
it a
used to do
football.
that? Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I celebrate how
game.
great they're doing. As they walk out, I'm like,
Like, I think I would be great at that.
That should be, you should apply for that
I
or
don't
create
think
the
it's-
position.
Well, let's get on that.
But yeah, so there obviously has been a seismic shift from where it was to, I mean, yes, there's a lot more talk about, or I guess acceptance kind of generally, where especially where the gays are, but then there's also this piece that's like, you got to be so jammed up all the time about what you're saying, who you're saying it to, what
course,
you're
yeah.
laughing at. You know, you got to be like, you have to be so careful.
that's why you have that gay show. We can say whatever we want.
Well, and hope we don't get canceled.
Fuck.
Goals.
But I think
I
so
would
the-
want to be canceled as I go to the news.
You're like, just so for more followers. But on the flip side, right? Like, I'm happy when, you know, my daughter's 11 and I'm happy that she's going to school where bullying is discouraged. And, you know, some people sit there and they're kind of like, you know, oh, the kid's not tough enough. And I'm thinking like, well, this bitch is tough enough. And if you fuck with my kid, I'm going to go after you.
Yep.
Like, I don't care if you're 11. But no, I think so. Like that makes that as a parent, I guess, makes me happy. But then I think like,
Well, yeah, don't let your kid be a douchebag, and
That's
they'll
true.
learn how to
Right.
be an actual human being. Yes,
Yeah.
I do believe that there's kindness, but you know, with with us and our friends and everything, like it's not bullying, but it's light. I mean, it's heavy teasing, but it's all in good fun. It's humor, but we know where the line is,
right.
and
I mean,
where
is there
not
a
to
line?
cross.
No.
I don't think there is a line, honestly, but
I mean, there's things I wouldn't.
You
say.
said something interesting too, which
I
your
always
brother
say
had said.
everything interesting.
When you talk about your daughter, like, you know, this age, whatever, we have a niece and nephew that have no clue what it's not like to have a gay uncle.
Yeah, it's so normal.
Like, they
You
don't-
have
they
a-
don't
you have
know.
a gay uncle, and you don't know that it's different. My niece and nephew think,
But
like,
when
it's weird
Lauren-
not to have.
But
gay
when
people
Lauren
in
was growing up, she did. It's like, oh, you have a gay uncle? Your niece and nephew at this stage in their life have no clue it's not normal.
right.
because there's probably a million other people in school that haven't, that's openly talked about, where when you were growing up back a long time ago, they probably didn't know.
Call me old.
You would.
You're older than. Let's just check the facts. You're older than me.
I got Botox.
I fucking need Botox.
But again, it's different because when you're growing up, it wasn't as common.
Right.
Now, like your brother said it one day, like my kids will never know anything different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever have to talk to them and say you have a gay uncle because it doesn't matter. You've always had a gay uncle.
Yeah.
And it was always, luckily where we live and how we talk, and we're in a different area that we get away with a lot of this. But it is like, I think those times are changing in a weird way, which like, when you brought it up with your daughter, like the bullying days, there wasn't someone that wasn't bullied when I was growing up.
Right. I mean, but it still happens.
Yeah.
And I guess to kind of flip it around, where sense of, I guess, community lies, where, LGBT communities have forever made their own destinations and areas to go. It's, is there a resurgence now, or like where are people going? Like there's obviously your staples are P-Town and Palm Springs, Ogunquit, Fire Island, Rehoboth,
Onset.
Well, now that's
Now
the
we're-
new
Onset, Massachusetts.
new booming
yeah,
gay community of Onset, Massachusetts.
yeah. Where is the? Obviously, they're all coastal. Or like is it Palm Springs or
They
Palm
like
Desert?
water. I don't know. I've never. I'm like. I feel like it's hot. Seems hot to me.
Well, it is in a desert.
Yeah.
In Southern California,
wouldn't
so
go
it
there.
probably would be.
I wouldn't go there. I have no interest.
But yeah, it's like where is the next up and coming place that's going to be, because trying to buy anywhere.
Well, we don't want to give that secret out.
Well, I'm trying to be let in on this secret. I don't know where it is. I want to know where
Listen,
it is.
like Kesha, the party don't start till I walk in. Hello, we're gonna pick the place.
I
We
mean,
already
but there's-
started it.
We're developing on set.
Exactly.
Well, remember we went. Where did we go? It was somewhere in the Catskills. What was that town?
Up in Roxbury, New York?
Roxbury, New York. So we go, and there's this really cool hotel. It was made by two guys. It's like a motel.
Roxbury Motel.
It's called the Roxbury Motel, and it was two guys. I think they just recently sold it, but they were set designers in New York City. Said we're going to make a destination. We went up there. Every room was themed. It was, like really cool. Like one room was like a coconut cream pie.
Yeah, like
and the ceiling had whipped
underneath
cream.
the meringue, like you were inside the pie.
Yeah, it was crazy.
There
But
was a disco.
Gonna be a my pie, baby.
but
They're done that, and apparently so is Brian.
I was just hungry. But no, you went up there and they created this area. Me and Chris were like, oh my God. Like, this is cool. Remember, there was like all these little gay shops. Like, this is the next place.
Yeah.
And he never heard of it again.
Yeah.
And it
We
was
never went
really
there.
cool. It was really cool. You never went back either. But it was very cool. And it was like quiet. And I'm like, oh, this could be it. Like, where people just go and venture. The properties were still, because I mean, you can't afford P-Town anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, Ogunquit, maybe not in the proper, but there's areas you can on the outside.
Yep.
But P-Town, you can afford a thing. I don't know about these
Fire
deserts.
Island.
Fire
is
Island, you
I
can't.
mean, it's everything. It's in the millions and millions now, and it's actually. I mean, even trying to stay at hotels at some of these places, it gets so astronomical because I guess you're catering to.
When gay people
gays
move
who
in,
have-
they gentrify the area. It is what it is.
Yeah.
When I lived in D.C., the gay people moved in DuPont, and it started spreading. Then DuPont got unaffordable, and all the straights came in and started buying it. And the gays kept going. And now, I mean, it's unaffordable because gay people make nice neighborhoods
We're here. We're queer. Get used to it.
Yep.
and move out of our house.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
get
And
the
And
fuck
sell me
out.
your house real cheap.
Yeah. Sell
Exactly.
us your house at
Yeah.
a deal.
Because I think there's also, when we talk about the culture of gay society, I think there, and it always was, I don't know if it is anymore, but it was always like you had different levels of gay.
Sure.
You had professional, you had non-professional, it was just very different levels. So when you went into these areas that you try to buy in that were insanely expensive, the younger and the people who didn't make as much money couldn't be there, so they'd kind of venture out. I think gay society has like kind of ruined these areas because they're so expensive. And they're always looking for the next greatest thing, and no one's telling us. I want to know where the next greatest thing is.
I'm told you, we are the people who are going to develop it.
We keep going to onset once a year, but it's not happening yet.
Maybe we need to go for. Sorry, Mom.
Gotta go more. Yeah. Come on.
Taking
MJ.
Well, we also don't pay.
Weekends.
Which
Yeah.
I mean, we're taking a 14-bedroom house and we're not even paying.
Thanks, Mom and Dad. Love you.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's part of the problem. I think that, or not good, bad, and different. But you have the level of people that can't afford it, or young, or just starting out their careers, they can't afford it. Where Fire Island now, I don't know. I think Fire Island used to be cool. I don't hear people going like they used to because now it's unaffordable. and
But
you're
part
going
of
out
that-
there.
Part of that being unaffordable makes it that sort
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Yeah,
right?
you're
So
kind of
that you-
barring.
You need
yes.
it. You want it, right?
Yep.
You need, and you want to be able to.
And it's been developed and safe,
Yeah.
and it's that created safe space.
We're trying to do that with Aruba. We're going to make it a gay island.
Yeah.
Love it,
Yeah. We're trying. Our next thing, we're going to buy a gay resort in Aruba, where we're going to make a gay resort.
Make a gay resort.
but make it affordable.
No, we're going to overprice.
Fuck
we-
that.
Listen, I don't care about the unaffordable. Everybody has it costs to live here.
Exactly.
But but that's what I'm saying. Like, and I think that is part of the culture issues that always has been. You know, we have people spending a ton of money with a lot of because you have no kids. What do they call it? There's like some analogy, like two incomes, no kids. There's like a
yeah.
yeah,
Disposable income.
yeah. You have such a disposable income in the gay community with a chunk of it that like my brother. Okay, for example, my brother had to put his kids through college. We went out and bought a vacation home.
Right.
It's the same price probably if you break it down. Hopefully your kids pay off in the long run. I know the vacation home will. You know, so it's but I remember when I was younger in the gay community, I'm like, how do these guys like they have the house on Fire Island, they have this, they have a vacation
Nice
house on a lake, and I'm
cars
thinking in
and-
my head, I'm like,
yeah.
how do they afford it? Because again, I had no money.
They don't have those fucking kids
Those kids,
taking money from
taking
them,
everything from you.
asking for shit.
like your daughter
Sophia.
must cost you so much money.
Well, the problem also is like I spend a lot on myself, so then I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this for fee, and then it's just
Guilt.
So it's double.
yeah, it's not guilt. I just am kind of like, yeah, let's do this. So
Well, we do it too. We just don't have kids. We have our dogs and our cats.
and me,
And you.
you guys are very generous with me. So
But no, like I mean, we do it. We'll go out. Like people can't shop for us because we have disposable income that we'll just.
Right.
If we want it, we're gonna buy it.
Yeah.
yep.
Well, what do you want for it? Nothing. I don't want anything from you. Like, just give me. I already have. If we want it, we already bought it.
Yeah.
So I know it sounds like douchey, but it is what it is.
And you're a douche. So
It
there's
could be.
that.
I've
yeah.
been called it before.
But also, I mean, you can get anything on Amazon. It's right at your fingertips. It'll be
Right.
there if you. Why would I? The days of waiting until your birthday or Christmas or whatever to get something that you want. All right, well, I'm just gonna get it. It's $19.99. Who cares? It'll be here tomorrow.
Yeah.
We had travel mugs delivered to us in under
hours.
2 hours.
Walmart Plus.
To go, yes. Well, hey, if anyone wants a good deal, Walmart Plus, my friends.
Do you know I found out I get that with my credit card for free?
Brian,
I didn't sign up yet, but I get it.
come on. Well, I
weird.
don't know. Do you guys get Walmart Plus deliveries to your
There's some
house?
I don't know, but I'm
Is
also.
there a Walmart near
us.
you?
I don't
No.
think so.
I have to be honest. I can't remember the last time I ever went to a Walmart.
Yeah. You won't have to if you get Walmart Plus. You just have it fucking delivered.
Yeah.
It's great.
Or I just go on Amazon. If it's not there in a day, I won't order it.
That's true. Kind of like a pirate costume, but
It's true.
one night, just deliver it.
But no, but I think, I mean, like a lot of the gay culture and where we're trying to figure out, and like, we always laugh. You know, we always said, I want a gay mafia. Because the Italians did it right. They figured it out. They're very successful.
Yeah. Fuck the people who are not good to them and you shoot them up.
Yeah, in the, like,
Oh, that sounds bad.
but in the, well, it's bad. But in the, like, in like the Jewish world. Like, I feel like Jewish people support Jewish people. I
I
don't.
was like, where are we going?
Oh, no. I'm saying, like, you look in, like, New York, you go to Manhattan, and there's community still. The gay community I don't feel it at the beginning. So when I first started out my career, gay community would support you no matter what you did. So if I went and I was selling, and I go to sell, and the guy that runs the hotel happens to be gay, he's like, come to this event, there's going to be a bunch of people, I'll introduce you to everybody. Like, I think a little bit of that gay culture has gone, where maybe it's just too much society up here is just too open and nobody cares anymore. But back in the day, like, that was a big deal. That got my career started. You had a couple really good friends that were in the gay community, and they introduced me to other people in the gay community who introduced me to another person in the gay community. All of a sudden, I'm selling to business owners a bunch of stuff, and it was just different. I don't know if that happens the same as it used to. Like, that was like the Italian mafia. That was a big deal. They supported each other.
Mm-hmm.
The Jewish communities always supported each other. The gay community, I don't know. Half the time,
mean,
who's fighting, who doesn't like
when
this,
we
who doesn't like that.
started Spotlight, and Lauren was there since the beginning when we had our performing arts company. There were, I think, primarily our sponsors were either gay run or gay owned businesses, and it was a lot of friends and who to kind of keep that going.
Or gay adjacent.
Or gay adjacent allies,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah. Allies. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think you're right to a certain extent. I mean, now it's kind of maybe that's kind of where society is now. Is money's green, and
I think
who
it has
cares
to be at
where it
this
comes
point.
from?
Yeah, I mean,
it could because everybody's kind of hurting, everybody's struggling. So
People are struggling. People, I mean, we've lost groups of friends over
politics.
politics. Like, literally don't speak. We had this great group of friends that we'd get together once a month. And it was very successful. People, it was great. Politics came in, the entire group's gone.
Yep.
Half the group doesn't speak to the other half, and it's like, I don't
It's
care
sad.
what the hell you believe. As long as you're not forcing it on me,
Yep.
I don't care. But I think society has changed a little. Where before, A, it probably would never have come up. And B, if it did, it would be like shut down in 2 seconds. Like, don't we just support each other? I think those days have kind of ended a little
good
bit.
manners are not to talk about politics, religion, or money.
I mean,
like,
I do
leave
talk
those-
about religion and politics.
Leave those 3 out of your relationships with people or your friendships or whatever. Don't bring it up at the dinner table, or unless you can have a debate with somebody or a conversation with somebody that you can have a mature exchange with, and you are hearing the other person out, they can hear you out, and all right, then you move on. But the volatility
think about that.
comes,
In reality, how many of those people do you have in your life?
just my family, him. You and I are very much. You and I are very much on the same
that's
page
what
with
I'm
a lot
saying.
of things.
But like, how many people do you feel that you can have that open, like, non-judgmental conversation? How many of those people do you have in your life? I don't think that I think that that's
Me personally, I do have a lot of people, and then we can drop the subject, and it's back to normal.
but I don't think that's the norm.
That's not the norm.
Right.
It's definitely not. But
And
I was the black, especially in my family, I was the black sheep.
Yeah, can you finish that?
I was the black sheep.
I was like, really?
Yeah, where are you
I'm like,
going?
from the waist down, maybe, but
But
Hello, Michael.
I was the different. I was the different person that obviously being gay. I grew up in a Irish Catholic conservative household, and it really wasn't until I came out of the closet that more things were okay, and it was fine to have a conversation. It's fine to have a difference of opinion. That's how pretty much not my father's family, but my mother's family is very much like that. You can agree to disagree, and you can have a conversation, and let's move on because our drinks are empty. And big Irish family.
Your family's definitely like that. Your
Yeah.
mom's family definitely like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you can, I guess I'm very lucky because I do have that support system or that family where you can have an exchange with somebody and it doesn't end in a shouting match and insults. It's like, all right, well, we agree to disagree and we just move on. And it is an intelligent conversation. Sometimes it's a little bit, you're talking like this.
Yeah, you don't remember the next day, but I'm sure it was
yeah,
great.
exactly. Sometimes you don't remember.
You just got to go through a text. See what you put in
Exactly.
text.
Yeah. Well, that's our new thing is if nights are getting a little hairy, we start taking pictures so we remember.
Well, we video ourselves in the bathroom,
Yes.
so there's that.
Yeah, so
That
if-
sounds bad.
If you ever hear two people singing
we're
in
singing,
a public
we're not
bathroom,
going to the bathroom.
it's because Lauren and I are in there singing.
Ours
belting
used to
our
be the
faces
ring
off.
cameras. We've moved on.
Yeah. Now we have to take
Because sometimes the
pictures.
ring cameras don't pick you up.
Yep.
So,
Especially if you're crawling.
Well,
To the front door.
Yes, well,
but no, I think that's a good spot for us to wrap up and bring up something new in next podcast.
Definitely. Let us know what you want to hear and what we can bring forward. But this was I think a good healthy conversation for today. So thank you very much for listening to That Gay Show. Follow us on Instagram. Patty Cakes Riding Dirty, Brian CT78, Spotlight Christopher. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.
bye.